Om Shanti. Madhuvan Murli, 2023 August 20. Today's Mahabhakya, Bap Dada's special performance is purity, and the foundation of this knowledge is purity. Today Bap Dada, the ocean of love, has come to meet his children who are embodiment of love. The Father's love is merged in all the children. Love brings all the children close from far away. When you were devotee souls, you were so far away from the Father. That was why you were searching for Him everywhere. Whereas you are now so close that each of your children says with faith and intoxication, "My Baba is with me." Is He with you, or do you have to search for Him and wonder if He is in His direction or that direction? You have come so close to Him. If anyone asks you where God is, what do you say? He is with me. You would say with intoxication, even the Father cannot remain without me. So you have become very close. You have become companions. You also cannot stay without the Father for even a second. Who is with you when Maya comes? If the Father is with you at that time, could Maya come to you then? The children do not wish it. But every now and then again, they are conscious wish. They play a game of hide and seek with the Father. Bap Dada continue to watch this game of children. On the one hand, children say, "My Baba, my Baba," and on the other hand, you step away from Him. If you now step away from here in this way, the Father would not be able to see you, would He? You must watch Maya's side. Your eyes remain closed to seeing the Father, and your eyes remain open to see Maya. So do you sometimes play a game of hide and seek? The Father is still merciful to the children. In one way or another enables you to step away from Maya. Maya makes you unconscious, and the Father makes you conscious to your mind. He opens your closed eyes with the magic of remembrance. Bap Dada is asking, what percentage of love do all of you children have? All of you say that it is greater than 100%. You say that you have multi-million fold love. You do say this, do you not? Acha, those who have less than multi-million fold, that is, those who have a multi-million fold, 100,000 fold, 1,000 fold, 100 fold, raise your hand. No one raise their hands. Acha, all of you are firm. Bap Dada will ask you another question. Do not change afterward. Acha, it is very good news that you have multi-million fold love. Acha, now the Father asks, what is the proof of your love? To become equal. So have you become equal? No. So this is less than multi-million fold love. You might say that there is still time left to become complete, and that you will accomplish this by then. Is this what you think? However, in love, when someone has love for another and he asks the other one to sacrifice his life, he would be ready to do that. Bap Dada does not take anyone's life because you have to do service with their life. However, Bap Dada is amazed about one aspect. Even if only for a short while, you are told that you should not become amazed. But even Bap Dada is amazed. He has to play his part. Never mind about sacrificing your life. The sign of love is surrendering yourself completely. To do whatever you are told is known as surrendering yourself. Baba says that he only wishes to see you surrender yourself in one aspect. There are many aspects, but Baba is not looking at the many aspects. He is asking about surrendering yourself in only one aspect. You raise your hand for this. You even make a promise. But what is it that you still continue to do even after you have made a promise to Baba? Each of you understand what your main sanskar or main weakness is, which makes you move away from the Father again and again. Each of you knows your main weakness, do you not? So while knowing about this weakness, why do you not surrender it? It is that you have love for it has been your companion for 63 births. Love means to do everything that the one you love for likes. For instance, when someone has love for another and one of them says one thing and the other one does not do that but does something else, what happens then? Is there love? Then would a fight take place? Would you call it love at the time? Or would each one take a stick to the other? So what does the Father like? Bap Dada says that there are many aspects in becoming equal. Look at the specialities of Father Brahma, and since you have to become the same as Father Brahma, the list is such a long one. In that too, Bap Dada says, okay, it does not matter that much. If you lack one or two things, it does not matter too much. However, what is the main foundation of Father Brahma or the foundation of this knowledge? What is the special performance of Father Brahma and Shiv Baba? Purity, introversion, faithful intellect, honesty and cleanliness. In fact, the foundation is purity. However, the definition of purity is very deep. Where there is purity, there is faith. Where there is purity, there is faith, honesty and cleanliness. All these things are including in that. However, Bap Dada sees that the deep definition and signification of purity are not completely clear in your intellect. To have waste thoughts or to be instrument in creating waste thought, to have waste thoughts yourself or to be an instrument for other to create waste thought. Is it purity to have those waste thoughts? So all of you should put the signification of purity in your thought into practice. If you examine it, out of all the 5 vices, from lust to attachment, the number 1 vice is lust and the last is attachment. When any vice comes, it first enters your thoughts. Waste thoughts also create anger. If there is some lustful version towards any soul, then that is also not considered to be purity. So why do you not surrender your waste thoughts out of love for the Father? Are you able to do this? Hanji. It is very easy to say Hanji. But Bap Dada has everyone's chart. Even now the majority of you have waste thoughts based on the five vices. No matter what vice it is. Why is this like this? Why is it like that? It should be like this. Something common that Bap Dada also tells you about is that Jnani souls either have pride in their virtue or their speciality, and the more progress they make, the more their weakness is a particular aspect is seen. This weakness is not in terms of making effort, but weakness in terms of wanting name and fame, regard to be consult, to be put forward, to be made a center in charge, to be given service to do, and to be given a special part. This weakness, this waste thought cause a lot of damage, especially in Jnani souls. Nowadays, these two are the main basic of waste thoughts. When you go to do service, just note down your timetable for one day and check yourself. In one day, check them two aspects, arrogance and in other words, feeling insulted. Why did I receive so little? I too should have this status. I should also be put forward. You do understand this to be arrogance, do you not? The reason for waste thoughts nowadays are the two aspects of arrogance and of feeling insulted. If you surrender these two, it is not then difficult to become like the Father. So do you have the power to surrender them? Acha, how long will it take? It is now November. It will be 2 months until the new year comes. In any case, a new account is started in the new year. So all of you have to do, whether you are a teacher, a student, a Maharathi or a full soldier. Do not think that this is just for the Maharathi and that you are still junior. At the time of claiming your fortune of the kingdom, none of you would say that you are still a junior. At that time, you would say, make me Narayan the second. Each of you has to give your name in a few words. And you should write on the envelope the chart of my stage. That post will then be separated from the rest. You should write in the letter to what percentage you will have surrendered your waste thought. Have you surrendered 50% or 100%? Just write one line. Nothing long and complicated. Long and complicated letter will be turned up straight away. Are you ready for this? Say yes or no loudly. Those of you who think that you need courage or time for this, raise your hand. For this now, and you will be allowed to have this now beforehand. Is there anyone who think this? Or will you later write? I made a lot of effort, but I was not able to do it. You will not write this, will you? Are you sure? Bap Dada saw this love brings you as far as Madhuvan, but where do you have to reach with that love? You have to become the same as the Father, do you not? Having said, definitely write my name, definitely write my name, you came running to Madhuvan. If it were not writing, you would show a Stand eye to your teacher. So just as you run to Madhuvan with love, in the same way make effort so that your name should be first in becoming the same as the Father. Make this foundation of purity strong. Because of this newness, Father Brahma had to take so many insults. So purity is the foundation, and to take a vow of celibacy for the foundation is a common thing. However, you have now moved forward, and so you no longer have the stage of childhood. You now have to go into the stage of retirement. Do not become happy just thinking, I am celibate anyway, or I have purity anyway, but underline it even more by having to have purity in your vision and attitude. However, the main foundation is make your thoughts pure. Let them be filled with this knowledge and power. There is a lot of weakness in your thought. What can I do? I cannot do this. I do not know what happened. Is this the power of purity? Would a pure soul say, what can I do? It just happened. It happens all the time. Even thought I do not wish it to happen. But what type of soul would say this? It is a pure soul or a weak soul who speak in this way. You are Trikaldarshi soul. When you say why or what, Bap Dada says that you should be brought in front of the student. You explain the picture to them and say that you know about the 84th bath. You explain the story of 84th bath to them. And yet you ask questions such as what and why, since you know about everything. Would someone who knows everything ask such questions? Someone who has knowledge knows why something happened. The response to the question of why would automatically enter your intellect. That you are under the influence of Maya. Whether you are a Maharathi or a foot soldier. If a Maharathi makes a mistake, he is not a Maharathi at that time. At that time, he is under another influence. So, those who are under an enter influence would allow themselves to move along with the wave. Wherever they come from, you look at that one with the vision. This one is a Maharathi and is doing that. At that time, that one is not a Maharathi, but under some influence. Do you understand what you have to do in the new year? Open a new account in which the account of wastage has finished. Is this okay? Are you sure? Or will you make one excuse or another? If there is an excuse, Baba will give you a new plan. You will not be given that plan now. If you were given the plan now, you would give a reason. However, you must not make excuse but find solution. Do not be an embodiment of problems but an embodiment of solution. Even matter has become tired. All of its energy is now finished. So matter and the elements are making a request to you soul, who are the master of matter, to hurry up. Do not take so long. Acha, Bap Dada also has to use the body. Whether this body cooperate or not, Bap Dada has to make use of it because he has love for the children. How would it be possible for so many souls to come with so much love and Baba not to have conversation with them? So he has to make the body work by force. Acha, Are all of you content? Are you all happy now that you have met the Father? To the souls in all directions who are embodiment of multi-million-fold love, to the special souls who make themselves constantly free from all obstacle, to those souls who keep themselves constantly absorbed in love for the Father and do service that is free from obstacle, to all the souls who constantly surrender themselves out of love for the Father, Father Bapdada's love, remembrance and namaste. Acha, are all of you happy? None of you are upset that you did not meet Baba? Are you? Those who understand this signification can never get upset. Speaking to the Dadis, look, the love for you original jewels as well as their pure attachment for you in increasing in everyone. When they see that the original jewels are alright, they all became alright. Everyone's pure attachment for you has increased. Bap Dada is very pleased with those two Dadi, Chandramani and Dadi Ratan Mahini. The responsibility for Gyan Sarovar is not a responsibility, but it is a game. Is there any heaviness? After all, what is a game? A game is something very light, is it not? So what is responsibility? Just a game. So Bap Dada is very pleased that you have been cooperative at the right time and that you have been cooperative from the beginning. From the beginning, you have always said, Haan. This is the special blessing that you were given by Sakar Baba. Brahma Baba never liked the word no. You all know this and you have it also experienced. Speaking to Isu Dadi, this one has played a very good part from the beginning until now. She is your special cooperative soul. She is very good in listening to other people about anything and is relating anything herself because she constantly remains very mature. The virtue of maturity enables you to move forward a great deal. If you let something out, you may think that you have done well by doing so, but you have actually halved its benefits. You have halved its fruit and only accumulated half the benefits. Those who are very mature accumulate fully. It is said, Mother Jagadamba remained very mature, even if she did less physical service than all of you. All of you are doing a lot of service, but the virtue of maturity enabled Jagadamba to accumulate it in her account fully. She did not lose any of it. Many people do not a lot, but they lost half or 3/4 of the benefit from. You do something, but when something happens, you either lose all of its benefit or if something minor happens, you lost 3/4 of the benefit from it. In the same way, if you say something of your oneself, you lose half the benefits. So what remains? So since the speciality of Jagadamba was to accumulate it in the account by being a goddess of maturity, in the same way, all of you should become very mature, whether you are living in Madhuvan or in your center. Bap Dada is telling all of you to accumulate your march through maturity, because by speaking about anything, you finish up all the benefit. No matter whether you are speaking of something good or bad, If you speak up something good, that is arrogance. And if you speak up something bad, whom are you insulting? Each of you should be seen as a god or goddess of maturity. There is a great need for maturity at present. What happens is that because you give lecture, you have developed the habit of speaking a great deal. You would say whatever enter your mind. However, the impact you create though your maturity cannot be created with words. Blessing, may you be an image that attract everyone and who spread the programs of spirituality by becoming spiritual rose. Details: constantly remain aware that you are spiritual rose in God's garden. A spiritual rose is someone who never become distant from spirituality. Just as fragrance is merged in flower, in the same way, let the fragrance of spirituality be merged in each one of you in such a way that it automatically spread everywhere and continue to attract everyone to you. You are now becoming such a fragrant and attractive image that they create fragrance in temples with incense stick as a memory. Slogan: someone who uplifts others become an instrument for world transformation through self-transformation. Om Shanti. Thank you, God. Sweet morning.